Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah Almighty, the most gracious, the most merciful. Hi everyone. Assalamu alaikum. You can write in the chat box, please. Okay. Now, welcome to SM Public Academy. All SMPians are welcome in the orientation class. This is your English orientation class. Orientation means the introduction about the class, teacher, and the books in the copies. Let me introduce myself. Assalamu alaikum. I'm pretty sure you all are safe and sound by the grace of Allah Almighty. I'm your English teacher, and my good name is Mrs. Musarra. I teach you English literature and English language. Let me introduce myself. I hold the degree of Bachelor in Science, but I love English and I like to learn more and also like to teach. Good morning, class, everyone. So, as I told you guys, my little and beloved students, I already told you that this is your English orientation class. In this class, I'll give you the details about the new session of 2021 and 2022. Okay, so I would suggest you to have paper and pencil, hold any type of paper and pencil ready to note down the important points that you feel like. Means if you understand, if you feel that you must write the points, so you would write. That doesn't mean we are going to do any work. In this class, we are not going to do any kind of work. This is our first class of the session 2021 and 2022. And in this class, I'll give you all the details about the virtual class, your copies and books, and the rules, the do's and don'ts. Okay, are you getting me? So, first, let me explain what is virtual class and how is going on the virtual classes. Guys, virtual classes means online classes that you had in the last session properly. That we give in this class, we give in order to avoid the pandemic problems going on nowadays throughout the world. And you know well that the situation is really very bad. That is why our government ordered not to allow the students come to school. You know very well all the situation. And I suggest you that take the suggested precaution to keep yourself safe and sound. Are you listening me? Please focus on your face and listen me very carefully. I'm talking about Usman Shayed. Usman, are you getting me, my dear? Say yes in the chat box. Okay, smart. Yes. Long yes. Why? Okay, so guys, that is the reason at SM Public Academy arranged virtual classes. And we had the practice to have the virtual classes in the last session as well. In the sense of e-learning. E-learning means electronic learning. Means you will be getting all the classes without delay and without interruption in your studies. SM Public Academy is one of them. There are certain tools in order to engage the virtual classes. Means whenever we are having virtual classes or we have the virtual classes, there are some tools by which we conduct virtual class and you take the virtual classes. Getting me right, guys? Getting me well? And where are the other students? Usman Shahid, Farwa, Adina, Mariam Ali. Very good, Mariam Ali. Good to see you in uniform. Fizza. Okay. Umme Farwa. Faraz, I can see you. Sayyada Soha Asif. Isar, Alia Junaid. Very good. But guys, next time you are supposed to wear your uniform. And this is mandatory. Okay? And please switch on your camera and focus your face. I'm talking about Ashar Munir, Hania, Sayyida Manahil, Ayan. Okay, please switch on your camera. Feroz Ali, Aryan, Hania Khan, right? So guys, there are some tools of virtual classes. Okay, yes. So first of all, we are having the first tool, that is Google Classroom. What is Google Classroom? You all are having our Google Classroom. Okay, go in setting and switch on your camera, Beta. Tanya. Google Classroom is a tool of virtual classes by which we use Google Classroom for posting classwork, homework, and updates. So all the classwork that you have in your conventional class, conventional means physical or normal, you can say the class, everything will be done in your Google Classroom. Besides these, all the schedule, any change in schedule, any type of updates regarding vacations, and all the homework materials are posted in Google Classroom. This is a basic tool of virtual classes by which we can or we update you guys. Okay. Now, the second tool, Zoom meeting. Right now, we are having Zoom meeting. We are taking or I'm conducting the class, your orientation class via Zoom meeting. So, by this tool, we can interact each other. we can take daily classes or we take daily classes via Zoom classes. This is the application we use to communicate with our students for our regular classes, and we ensure teacher-student interaction in an active way. We communicate with the students in one-on-one way. Means you every day on daily basis, you can talk, you can ask whatever you want to ask to the teacher regarding your studies, regarding your lesson, and we conduct and we teach by this tool via Zoom meeting. And you don't have to wait to ask any question to clear any query. So we can interact one-on-one way means face-to-face. So this is a very effective, I can say, very effective way by which we can see each other, we can visit on daily basis. The third tool that I'm going to discuss, Google Quiz. For assessment, for having your test like C.T, M.Ts, we conduct your C.T or M.Ts by this tool, Google Quiz on Google Classroom, as you have done in the last session. So regular tests are conducted via Google Quiz. So you might aware that there are total 8 tests for CT and 4 MT class tests and monthly test, which we take 4 are monthly test and 4 are class test via Google Quiz on Google Classroom. Right? The last tool, homework assignment. Homework assignment, we give homework and homework submission are assigned marks in order to achieve the learning more efficient. So make sure that submit your homework assignment in time. Be punctual because all your homework will be marked. Okay. So guys, there are the tools of virtual classes. Now everything is having some rules, some conditions, some norms, do's and don'ts. Means what to do and what not to do. Same. There are some rules for virtual classes. What to do in this class? What is the correct way or correct manner to have your virtual class? First of all, as I told you, next time or onward, wear your proper uniform before taking the online class. This is very important and mandatory in order to be perfect. Okay, like Mariam Ali today she's having uniform. Good to see her. It looks, it sounds proper in a disciplined way. Number 2, join your class on time. Be punctual. Okay? After 5 minutes of starting the class, you would not enter the class. So be punctual. And after 5 minutes, when we are having our regular class, proper class, so after 5 minutes, you would not be able to enter the class. Now, the next thing, camera should be on all the time and must focus your face. We need not to see your books, your copies, your siblings, just we want to see your face so that we can assume your interaction and we can take your interest. We can see your interest. So just focus your face. Okay. Now, the next point is students are required to follow the discipline. Any negligence in the discipline may result in permanent removal from the class, because as you are not supposed to show you are not supposed to show any indiscipline way. Just you have to show the discipline as you always sit in the class. Yes, Feroz Ali, do you want to say something, beta? Unmute yourself. Feroz, unmute yourself, beta. Do you want to say something? Yes, I'm waiting. You raise your hands. I have given the access of unmute. Please unmute yourself. And avoid unnecessary and irrelevant chat. You can write in the chat box, you can ask anything, you can discuss, you can share your views in the chat box, but not any irrelevant chat. And one thing that is very important, you cannot talk each other. Yes. Okay, I have discussed the rules for virtual classes, right? Now, let me introduce your books and copies that you are going to have in this session or for class 4. Guys, this is your English orientation class. So I will discuss about the copies first. Let me introduce the copies that you are going to have in the for the class 4. As you have four lines copies and label them as follows. Yes, Feroz, ask something. I've given the access of unmute. Please unmute yourself. Okay. Now, so we are having 4 lines copies and we have 4 copies. Who is this? First of all, English literature copy. Means first 4-line copies is for English literature, then English language, English test copy, and English copy 2. In virtual classes or online classes, we used just English literature and English language copy. Rest of the copies you're supposed to have or keep at your home safely. Okay? Okay. Yes, Fiza Zaina, what do you want to say, Beta? Do you want to say something, Fiza? So there are 4 copies that you will be having in for class 4. Now, picture of the English copy. All the English copies are of red in color. So red colored copies are of English copies. So, and this is of 4 lines copies. You can see very clearly and properly on your screen. 4 lines copy. So, labeling is very necessary. You should label all the copies. First, you will write your name, class 4, section, what is allocated, A, B, or J, and here the subject, and you will write here properly, like suppose first copy is for English literature, so write English and LIT in parenthesis or bracket. LIT means literature, English literature. The next copy is also 4 lines copy, red in color. And how would you label? First write your name, class 4, section A, B, or G. Just you will write section, like if you are writing section A, so write A, B, or G. And the subject name, that would be English language. English, write completely English, ENGLISH, and in the bracket or parenthesis, language, the short form we use, LANG, stands for language. Okay. Now, this is the third copy, 4 lines copy that would be used in our conventional class, means physical class, and you will, okay, now you will write name, class 4, section, and the subject is English test copy. In physical class, you will be having your test in this copy. Okay, Fiza? Are you getting me, guys? Everyone? Ashir Khan, Shanfa Tanzir, Hania Khan. Are you getting me? Feroz Ali. Okay, now the fourth one is also 4 lines copy, red in color, and you would label like this in the same way. Write your name, class 4, section, and the subject is English copy 2. Yes, who is raising the hand? Fizza's Zenith will speak. Okay, Fizza, I am giving the access of unmute yourself. Yes.
टीचर मेरे पास है मेरे पास इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज मेरे पास इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज इंग्लिश
Yes.
लिटरेचर
Yes.
और इंग्लिश राइटिंग
Yes. Writing.
एंड
Yes.
इंग्लिश टेस्ट
Yes. The third copy is English writing. Yes. We use Fizza in virtual classes, just 2 copies for English literature and English language. And for English language, you must use 160 pages. For English literature, English language. Okay, are you getting me? And for of 90 pages, you would write for English writing. You would use
इंग्लिश राइटिंग
English writing, yes. English test copy, a copy 2, keep it safe. Okay. Okay. Now guys, I'm showing you the first page of your English copy, index. This is your index page. Yes, Farwa, I'm giving the access of unmute. Please unmute yourself. Do you want to ask me something?
I want to ask you that we have got a lot of copies. So English literature 2 copies, English language 2 copies. So we got English test copies.
Yes, first you would label first copy as English literature and an English language, right? Okay, beta?
And we have got 2 test copy on or
One test copy and one for English writing. Okay? So guys, this is your index page, and first you will write midterm at the top because this is the session of midterm. Okay? Now let me introduce your book. This is your English literature book, Wide Range Readers. And we will read the lessons, we will do question answers and words meaning, RTC of every lesson. So this is book for English literature. And now, this is your English language book, grammar and punctuation book 3, and you will do your language work from this book. And this is very interesting book, that is comprehension worksheet book. You will do all the work in this book. By this book, you will write, you will read the story and answer the questions given below. So this is your comprehension worksheet book. Now guys, this is very important to explain homework assignment. Yes, Fizza, what do you want? Faraz. Faraz, I have given the access of unmute and mute yourself if you want to say something. Yes, Hariya. Okay. Now, how you would do your homework assignment? I already told you that every homework assignment will be marked. So assignment will be given to the student on weekly basis. And upon successful completion and submission of homework assignments, marks will be awarded, which will be included in midterm and final term examination. What you are going to do your homework, every homework will be awarded. And the marks will be included in midterm as well as in final term examination. So, students have to do their homework by themselves. This is very important. You should do all your homework by yourself. Homework done by their parents or any other person will not be marked. Like if your homework will be done by a tuition teacher, your sister, your brother will not be marked, as the teacher can identify your writing. So always do your homework by yourself. It should be done neatly and according to the instructions given by the teacher. Whatever you are going to do, it's up to the instructions given by the teacher, by your teacher. What she has given the instruction, what she has told to do. So, it is very mandatory that whatever you will do, your homework should be according the instruction. Late submission of homework may result in 0. So submit your yes, yes, Usman Shahid, 160 page. So late submission of homework may result in 0. If you are if you submit your homework late, so it would be marked as 0. Now, let me discuss about the class test and monthly test. Okay. Guys, we have 4 monthly tests and 4 class tests. All students are required to attempt all the class tests and monthly tests, as it will be included in your midterm and final term. Means 4 CT and 4 MT. CT1, CT2, CT3 and CT4. Yes, Farwa. Yes, Farwa. I have given the access of unmute. Please unmute yourself. You want to ask anything? You raise your hands. During the virtual classes, yes, Ms. Farwa, I had given the access of unmute. I am giving again. Ask if you want to ask. Where are you, Farwa? Switch on your camera. Why don't you switch on your
पहले
camera?
से ही मेरा ना हैंड रेस हुआ था तो इसलिए
Okay, so why don't you switch on your camera? And please speak English in my English class. Nobody is allowed or supposed to speak Urdu. Whatever you want to say or ask, please speak English, right? This is mandatory for English class. So, during the virtual classes, class test will be conducted online via Google Quiz, and we have practice on Google Classroom. Absence in any of the tests will not be reconsidered. So you must be present in all type of tests. Yes, Zoha Asif. Yes, I'm giving the access of unmute. Yes, Zoha.
Miss, how many pages were in late English test 1 and English test 2?
Guys, you are having 160 page. 4 copies are of 160 pages. So one copy for English literature, one copy for English language. Okay.
Okay, and
And
English test
page of
copy too?
90 pages of English writing that will be
Yes.
used in your conventional class, physical class, not in virtual class, right? For virtual classes, we would use only 2 copies, English literature and English
Okay.
language. Okay, whatever you have, you will be given the work you will do either in English literature copy or in English language copy, right? Are you getting me? Label all the copies and books, especially copies, very properly in neat handwriting so that it will be prompt. Mention your name, class, and section, and especially the subject promptly and properly as I told you, as I have shown you. Okay? Yes, Fatma. Why are you yawning? Usman Shahid. Yes, Alishpa, do you want to say something? So guys, this is very necessary to have your uniform next time, right? Okay, guys. Now I'm showing you again your books and copy.